Welcome to Beholder's Eye, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons epic fantasy adventure. My name is Alex, and I'll be your host and Dungeon Master. On the Great Isle, it is a time of religious wars, imperial domination, and an ancient evil reborn. Only one crew can save the world from utter destruction. They are
Maugraine Silverbeard, Paladin of St. Eligius.
Zalara of Tremez, Wandering Elven Monk.
Gerin Kelsu, High Elf Bladesinger.
Hibonite, the fire-kindled, wandering Flameossifier.
So who wants to let us know what happened last episode?
I can cover that one. So we finished our fight with the red soldiers by the altar. We met a guy at the altar who we at one point decided to let go and decided we shouldn't let him go, so we brought him back. Zalara got entombed in vines and became a druid.
As you do.
Yeah, just standard stuff. We let our prisoner, the guy we rescued, go. Then Garen changed his mind, said we shouldn't. So Zalara wrapped the horse up in vines. He's now currently sleeping it off whilst being manacled to our carriage or cart. We've got 3 guys in a cage, and me and Hibonite and Maugraine had an argument over why Maugraine's been going all doolally recently. And it came to a heated argument where it ended with Hibonite not really believing, but believing the wordplay that was going on. I think that catches us up.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All right, so you guys rest up over the night. Nothing happens. You make it through the night without really any concerns, and you're all healed up. You got all your spells, your new 7th level stuff, and it's the next day. You still see the 3 soldiers of Murad Hall you're tied up in the cage on the back of the cart, and of course, Kel is manacled to the wheel of that carriage. So, what you doing?
I'm gonna walk over to Kel, gonna take his thing out of his mouth, his gag. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. You thirsty? Would you like some water or something to eat?
Kind of begrudgingly shakes his head.
Okay, I'll give him some food and water. Things have become a little bit complicated.
Please don't kill me. Please don't
I
kill
have
me. I've got a
no
little kid
intention
at home
of
now.
killing
Please
you.
don't kill me.
I give you my word. I will not kill you.
Don't let them kill me either.
So I can't speak for them, but if it comes down,
crying.
If it comes down to it, I will not let them kill you.
He's crying.
Can you tell me what have you been told? What do you believe?
I believe. What do you mean? I was just trying to get to Righton. We were just trying to protect my family and our village. What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So I'm just gonna come clean with you. Your Duke Normir, he has pledged allegiance to some pretty deranged individuals. The Red Hand are just wrong. They are.
Yeah, they're just wrong.
Yeah. Is he speaking bullshit? Can I insight?
Yeah, go ahead, insight.
14.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's clearly just agreeing with you to tell you what you want to hear, so you'll let him go.
Okay. So here's the deal, right? I can't today change your mind, but I am a Paladin of St. Eligius, so I hope eventually I will. But I will say, I saw Elal die. We killed him. Not the church, not anybody, but my friends and I killed Elal.
And you see his eyes just get really wide, and his face crinkles up, and you can tell he's extra terrified of you at this point, and he's just shrinking back as much as he can while being manacled to a carriage wheel. I'll
reach into my pack, and I'll take out one of the little, like, the gauntlets off of his armor. This is the armor he wore. The rest of it I broke down and made into a necklace for my friend because he burned all of hers. Just because somebody comes back doesn't mean they're right. I've died before. That doesn't make me special. They've all died before. It doesn't make any of us special.
And you can see at this point, Kel is just uncontrollably shaking.
Yeah, terrifying
horror.
The poor man.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's good. That's good.
While they're talking and I'm further away, not really in line of sight, I would like to message that guy.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Do you still wish to join us, cousin? Yeah, I'm trying to see if he was volunteering, sort of thing.
He just looks around and just kind of, hey, Margraine, you're not sure what's going on, but he looks around and then just sinks his head and closes his eyes, tears coming out, snot coming down his nose, and he just shakes even more so.
It's okay. No harm will come to you. Theos protects all of us. I'll put his gag back in his mouth and I'll walk away.
So the situation is there was the young girl scribe who ran into the cave. You guys have tied up 3 of her soldiers. You've tied up this one soldier from that town, that refugee on the road, and
Oh my god, we're terrorizing refugees.
He's a soldier.
Now,
he's not a refugee.
Now, what are you doing? I mean,
We're
where's this
gonna go
going?
kill a little girl, or at least attempt to.
Yep.
So,
That's our next step.
That's the church I know.
I still haven't told you guys what she said to me back in the fight. I just remembered I haven't told anyone that yet.
That's okay.
She called my books her brothers.
Your books are...
Yeah, the ribcage candy we get from the different bad guys.
Yes, we did not talk about that.
It's a fascinating read. I'll get one out and give it to Garen.
I will read it. Oh, actually, I'll read that. Could I read that on my rest? Because I only have 4 hours of sleep. So
you can't read it though. It's written in Infernal.
Oh yeah, you can't. It's an interesting read that you won't be able to understand, but it's pretty much all the shit they do.
But yeah, long story short, Garen, if you see any of the red demons manifesting, say, magical abilities like yourself or Hibonite, and I guess Zalara now, if you kill one, please open up their chest because they've got a book inside.
So I guess the question is, how did you figure that one out?
Yeah, you never did tell me.
So we managed to kill one in spectacular fashion, and there was a book inside.
Can I
imagine
insight
a
him
piñata
to find out if he's telling the truth?
No, that's true.
That seems very, very weird. No, I know it's true,
Fair.
but I rolled a 7. So.
I am trying to persuade you.
No, I don't know if you have to persuade me. Just
Okay.
I mean, since it is true, and I mean, you decide how you want to respond to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garen
Okay.
would.
Oh, okay.
Would he be suspicious or would he not? And that's,
It doesn't seem plausible, to be honest, that someone has a book in their chest, but I did see it.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know,
saw
it's
me
just-
take a book out of a man's chest. Yeah.
And, I mean, about how he came about originally discovering that. So,
Yeah. But yes, so yeah, we got into a fight where there were it was the first time we actually ever encountered the red demons. It was back only about 3 months ago. There was a ritual actually just like you saw before. There was a man with a black dagger above another person, and people were turning into demons. One of them had magic, and it was a fantastic swing. It really was. It really it really connected. It burst open his chest and there was literally a book in there. It was really weird and confusing.
from what I can tell, that is not weird in comparison to this last night.
I think it is still
But-
weird, right?
It's weird. I'm just
but
saying.
everything's weird.
Book and ribs, not so weird as a woman having roots form inside of her.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it is as weird, just different weird.
yeah, I just chalk it all down to magic things. Lots of weird
That's-
stuff happens when magic's involved.
It's very true.
Very true.
Yeah, we saw like a half person, half not person thing. That was
That's
weird.
true.
And, Mother Caldona was doing all sorts of weird stuff with magic. It's just,
I would like to visit her one day.
You don't want
I
to
would
visit her.
not. I got in real
No.
big trouble when we tried to kill her last time.
We live in a fucked up world.
Yes, that is very true. But perhaps we should find this little girl
Yes.
and kill her.
Well, I think we're agreed
She's-
on that.
Could we at least refer to her as the little demon or something?
The
How
little
about we-
demon girl.
How about we refer to her as a scribe?
There.
She is
yeah.
a scribe, right?
The scribe. Let's go kill the scribe.
Possibly.
There.
She's very different to the rest of the scribes. Her dress wear was very different and much nicer.
Level
Whatever
2
makes
scribe.
you feel better when you sleep at night. We can call her what you want.
I don't technically sleep, so yeah, we're fine.
all right. So what are you guys doing?
We're going to
look
hunt
back at
down and
the-
murder a small child.
Kel and be like, don't go anywhere.
Stay.
And he just starts crying.
That's not needed. You don't need to scare the poor man. And then we'll walk off.
Perhaps I do.
So tempted to let him
Leaving
go.
there. Oh god.
I wanted to let him
terrible
go.
people.
I wanted
Yes.
to.
I am sorry. Like I
So as
said,
far
I
as
did not think
Solara-
it through.
As far as Solara understands, we're keeping him because he's potentially going to run back to Duke Normir and tell him that we're here and that we're super powerful and that he's going to potentially come after us because we are super powerful wizard folk and church people that need to be taken out because he likes the red hand.
Well, now we're keeping him because I thought that way and made it far, far worse. And if we let him go, then that's guaranteed to happen. So
what's the hate game with him then?
I don't think he can leave us anymore.
No,
So
we
we're-
have to let him go.
We're going to keep him forever? Like,
Well,
keep
if he
is
goes
not
off,
the word I was thinking.
Indentured servitude does work, but death is probably nicer for him.
How about what,
Fair.
Kim?
okay, so we are heading toward Duke Normir's castle, right?
No,
Eowyn?
we're heading
Alex?
towards...
Well, in the general direction.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, but we're going into the crypt right now, or the barrow.
I'm saying further down the line, our ultimate
Yeah.
objective is
Yeah.
to go to Eowyn first,
Yeah.
kind of on our
You're-
way out.
You could if you wanted to. That would be
This-
your
Okay,
ultimate
so-
objective is to get to the Devil's Claw and defeat Marat Hall.
So, if we can't let him go because he's going to bring back people to us that we can't fight, we don't want to fight right now.
Yeah,
Maybe
we can
take
kick him off the back of the slave cart when we get close to the town and then continue on our merry way, right?
I was gonna say escort him at least into town, but okay,
Yeah.
however you want to put that. And then they won't be coming directly to us, and we don't have to worry about. Well, they'll still know about us, but maybe that would be better.
I think this is an after we survive the whole situation, right?
Fair.
After we go and try and kill a little girl, we figure out what we're gonna do with our now prisoner. Right? Like,
And if we don't
I-
survive, he dies because he's tied to the wagon. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Starve to death.
Yeah. if you ask
That's
for the
much better.
key, I'll give it to you. Like, yeah.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh. Okay.
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 So let's go in, I guess. Okay, cool.
Margraine will lead.
Do we want to check out the sarcophagus?
No,
Like,
I
open
don't
it up?
want to open that.
Okay.
Not at all do I want to open a sarcophagus.
We don't have a great track history of sarcophaguses, do we?
No, I don't. I do not want to know what's
Fair.
inside.
Okay.
There could be great stuff in there. Like, literally, the solution to all our problems could be in that sarcophagus. Just history has shown
not
me
opening.
opening it is a bad idea.
Okay, just asking.
You can, but I don't want to.
I'm torn on, because last time I think I saw a sarcophagus opening, it was Marat Hall. So yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
To the hole.
To the hole.
Okay, so you guys make it back into the tunnel. As I said, it goes down a little bit. You find yourself walking a ways. One thing you'll notice, it seems strange, is that this hole seems like perfectly bored out. Well, not perfectly, but very well bored out. Margarine, it doesn't look like the natural formation of a cave. You would know that just from being a dwarf, or, sort of dwarf.
You called him a dwarf.
Right.
Growing up around dwarfs.
Growing up a dwarf. And Zalara, you would just know that now too. It doesn't look
Oh, yeah.
natural. You walk for quite a while, and then it's just a straight path. You end up seeing a green glow ahead of you off to your right. As you get closer to it, you do see that it seems to be some kind of pool of water. It's perfectly clear except for some green algae that's kind of glowing in the bottom of it. You do notice that there are a few different tracks you could take off to your left. It does fork in the road there, so you can choose which way you want to go. If you want to, whatever you want to do. There's one, like I said, there's a fork off to the right, one off to the left, and
I don't trust this water, guys. It's glowing. Would it be normal for me to know if that's natural or not? Since I don't know cave.
yeah, give me a nature roll.
15.
Okay. It as far as you know, it does seem like it could be natural, just some natural algae right there.
Is it pretty far down? Could I put my hand in the edge and touch some?
Yeah, you certainly could.
Okay, I'd like to investigate, I guess.
All right, you reach over and touch it, and as you do, the algae shoots off, and it all comes together and forms a sort of humanoid shape that comes up out of the water. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, give me an initiative roll.
That's what I thought.
What's the chances it's friendly and just wants to talk? Right, that's the wrong type of campaign.
17.
16.
16.
And I got a 17.
Okay.
I now speak Sylvain. Can I try to talk to it?
Yeah.
We mean you no harm.
Okay. You say that, and it says, intruder must comply.
Ah, crap. So much for that. It doesn't like us, guys. We're in trouble.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay, so giant algae thing. It's in the water still, or is it like standing up on the ledge or something?
It's in the water.
How deep is the pond?
You're guessing, but you're going to say that it's probably 10 feet deep, but you're really not sure. You can't tell. It's very clear, so it distorts how much...
how deep it is. Sure.
How deep it is, yeah.
Okie dokie. I guess we'll short bow for right now. That's nothing. But an 8, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
8 does not hit.
Does a 21?
21 hits.
For 7 piercing.
Okay.
And I think, I don't really know what else I should do. I don't really want to use a key point for anything. So I will just step off to the side, I guess.
Okay.
Let somebody else have a go.
All right, Margaret, it's your turn. So you see this glowing algae kind of come together, and Zalara swings or shoots at it and misses, and then hits.
Okay. Well, I will run up and I'll try and hit it.
Okay.
Green flame blade. Does a 19 hit it?
Yeah, 19 hits it.
Okay, for 13 bludgeoning damage plus 4 fire damage, and then I'll swing at it again. 20 for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so that's a total of 20 points of damage. Is that right? 21?
Yes, 24.
All right, so you do hit it. Garen, it's your turn.
All right, I will cast Frostbite on it. It needs to make a con save DC 16.
Okay. All right, 14. What happens?
All right, so it takes 4 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh, okay. Hibonite, your turn.
Can't hear you, Ryan.
I can't hear you.
I'm going to Firebolt it, because Firebolt's not too bad. So, does an 11 hit?
11 does not.
That's Hibonite.
Oh, no.
Aww.
I don't want to waste my big spells early. So.
The fungi turns a bright red.
Oh boy.
Seems to spread apart and then blasts out over all of you. Everybody give me a dex save. We're looking for DC 14.
20.
Critical for 21.
Nice.
19.
9.
Our fastest person.
All right, so everyone who, Zalara, who failed, you're going to take 21 points of damage. Everyone else take 10. And then the fungi, as it spread apart and turned this bright red color, shoots off down the 2 tunnels. And it's screaming, non-compliance, non-compliance. And that's the end of combat.
Well, we're fucked. Suppose there's something special in the lake?
Really clear water.
Can we see anything at the bottom?
You can see ground.
Okay. What do you want to do, guys?
I'll choose one to go down.
Is there any difference between the 2 tunnels?
Give me a nature check.
Ooh, nature. 18.
17. You are better at nature than I am.
Okay. You will notice that the one to the right seems to have a little bit more of the stalactite, stalagmite formations. So you think it's more of a naturally formed cave. The one to the left is one that is very much like the tunnel that you've been going down, where it seems to have been kind of bored out, made in some way.
Okay. Well, I guess if we're after the bad guys, probably the one that's not quite so natural looking is probably the way to go.
Yeah, that seems smart.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. You make your way down that tunnel. The echoing sounds of the fungi alarm seem to be going off still.
As we walk, can I center myself and regain my 18 hit points?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Everyone give me a perception check.
My best one.
17.
That's so good.
9.
19.
9.
Okay. So you guys are making your way down the hall, or down the tunnel. Like I said, it's very dark, and you seem to be going for quite a while. You're not sure what direction you're going. You do know you're going at a slight gradation down, but you're not sure exactly where you are, or how long it's really been. You have no sense of time without the sun, but you do know it's been quite a while. Garen and Hibonite, both of you will notice along the walls as you come up to them, it looks like there are some humanoid figures up against the wall, camouflaged into it.
We should probably not just walk into what looks like it could be an ambush, guys.
Indeed.
What do you mean?
How far down are they? You said?
They'd be 3 turns worth normal movement.
For Margarine or for me?
For a normal person.
So 4 for me, 1 for you.
The guys in the wall up there, camouflaged in.
Do I see now that he's pointing it out?
Perhaps a well-placed fireball?
Yeah, you're not really
sure.
seeing it still.
I'm just a fireball. Try and catch as many as possible.
A fireball?
It's right about fire. Yeah, fireball. It's right.
Okay.
Look for the explosion.
Okay.
Go ahead and cast fireball.
Let's DC check.
DC 15 or take 27 fire damage.
Okay.
That's with 3 1s as well down.
And as it's going down, the fireball, I'm going to cast Control Flames on it real quick and make it look like it's a lion roaring.
Oh, cool.
That's new.
I didn't know you could do that, Hibonite.
It's just my amazing power seeping through.
All right, so you hear some screams come down as they are hit. And yeah, you guys all notice now, so just give me a second. You said it's 27 points of damage?
Yeah.
And how big of a area does the fireball cover again? Like 30 feet?
It's, I believe, a 20-foot radius. Yeah, 20-foot radius from the center. Try and capture as many as possible.
All right, yeah, so you shoot it down the hallway, the lion's head comes out, you just hear people screaming, and there are 6 bodies on the ground.
Oh, those people.
Then you see a tall man standing there. He looks humanoid-ish, and he's got a sword drawn. He's obviously pretty well singed, and he says, "Demon from the upworld, why are you doing this?"
Honestly, we're just trying to kill the little girl demon. We just assumed you would attack us.
I don't know what you're talking about, especially you. And he points his sword at Hibonite. To come from one of you, I had heard tale of your kind throughout all of our history. To actually meet one of you and see you're as evil as originally stated.
Can I just... What do you think I am? Just so we're on the same page.
You're one of the fire kindled.
And how exactly did you hear about the fire kindled?
We came from the same plane, cousin. I am Earthborn.
Oh, shit.
What does that mean?
This is going to be super fucking awkward now. So, if I hand myself over willingly, I need to kind of talk to you guys a lot.
What is going on?
Let's just put it this way. If any of you raise a single hand to this man, I will just go all out, okay? I've done way worse than I've done something so bad.
Worse than we usually do?
Take what we usually do, times it by 1,000.
Oh.
Are these
they
the people
friends?
you're looking for?
You dare reforge a single one of them, I swear to damn Theos, Margarine.
I'm not the one who just killed 6 men.
So is he a good guy or a bad
Don't-
guy?
don't
he's
kill
a
him,
good guy,
Gary.
don't touch. I'm going to put my hands in the air.
Do the others look real bad? Or are they dead?
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my hands in the air, walk towards the guy, saying I'll accept any punishment I am deserving of.
I'll
Why
put
would
my
you
hands up
submit
too.
to that?
Yeah.
What is
What is
going on?
going on? I mean,
Take
did
us.
the little girl come by or not? Is she on your side? Our side? I'm like kind of directing the question
Right.
at the guy. Like,
He's
what?
standing there, smoldering, and he comes up to Hibonite, and he says, "If you submit to our justice, we will allow your friend's passage.
I
I
submit.
will let you know about this girl. You must submit."
I submit.
What if that means killing you?
And he holds
Then
out
it-
his hand for you to take it,
Okay, I'll take his hand.
and he says, "You must submit to fate of Earth.
Can I just, what is fate of Earth?
You will come to our city, and you and I will battle one-on-one to
Is
death."
it like, does it have to be to death? I get I've done horrendous things here, but no, does death really solve anything more?
You seemed very quick to use it on complete strangers
I
in their
understand.
home world.
I understand a fate. I understand the fate. Oh god, is it similar to a fate of flame?
Tell me about the fate of flame.
Do I have 3 dawns to accept?
3 dawns?
And the rise of the sun. You don't have a sun down here.
Yes, we have a similar thing. 3 cycles of water.
Can I
The
have?
rise and the fall.
Can I come to your city? 'Cause before we have our duel, I need to speak to your elder. After I've spoken to your elder, I will make a full decision, but I must speak to him first. If you are not comfortable, I will come alone if it is required.
For the rest of you,
They will
what
not
can we expect?
raise a single hand to anyone. They will be the most upholding guest you have ever seen.
Yes, and I'm a priest. I can help with your dead.
Can you bring them back, priest?
I cannot. That's beyond my ability.
It's not that good of a priest yet.
He's kind of awkward though.
All right, follow
I know
me.
a guy who will do it for 500 gold.
It was 650.
650 at a discount for me.
Dang.
It's going to be 800 for you, but I can get it on a discount for you if you can bring her a couple days away.
All right. He says, "Follow me," and leads you down a winding set of tunnels. It would take a very high roll, if you will, for you guys to remember the way out without some kind of guidance. And yeah,
Can I have like maybe advantage since I'm used to tunnels and underground living?
If
No.
only one of us had keen
Okay,
mind.
well, what's the roll?
What are we?
huh? Oh, I was saying if you are going to try and leave on your own, if you want to try and remember it, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd like to keep track for sure.
Okay, go ahead. Just give me a good old intelligence roll.
Okay, my best one.
Hmm,
3.
I
Man,
think I would also
Okay.
11.
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck down. 9.
Hibber
The
Knight's
best
not focused
intelligence
on that
person.
at all.
Yeah. If Magnar was here, he remembers everything.
so yeah, you guys all are pretty sure you know the way out.
Nice.
And
Left. No, it's straight. No, it's right.
so, and you keep going further and further south, or further and further down. Does anyone want to say anything on this walk or not?
Yeah, for sure. The guy, I'm very sorry for what's happened. We were coming in here expecting a fight. Just yesterday, just a couple of hours ago, she would be red-skinned, small, kind of sorceress might have come down here.
I'm aware.
Okay, so she had just recently tried to kill us. So
And he looks at you with just some very cold eyes and says, "Upworlder, I don't care."
As you protect your clan, I was protecting those who I would treat as my clan.
that doesn't help.
Doesn't need help, it's logic.
I do not attack strangers with my clan.
Or if you were on the hunt of a dangerous enemy and you had been attacked, would you not perceive a possible group hiding to be a possible threat?
I could see a possible threat, of course,
And
but I would
enti-
not unleash the lion-faced flames of hell.
Yeah.
Fair
If you
call.
are afraid of lions, that was my doing, not his.
It wasn't the lions I was so concerned with.
I didn't think so, but I just wanted to point that out. So he's not in as much trouble.
I don't think it helps at all.
Not at all. But I thought I'd help. Try.
All right, anything else?
The downside to murder hoboism, folks.
Or
Says
a
the-
very
I'm gonna get
long
started.
game upside. So.
Yeah.
Oh, good gracious.
So how long would this take?
Well, he's looking at 3 cycles of water.
I'm going to translate that
It's-
to days.
Sure, but is the girl down this way?
I will let you know about the girl when it is time.
Okay, wonderful.
You will know about the girl one way or the other, regardless of whether or not the fire kindled lives.
Thank you.
Ups and downs.
All right. If there's nothing else,
Can't think of anything.
I gotta see how this plays out.
all right. He eventually leads you down into a very large cavern. You see that there is a very, very clear lake down on the bottom. There seem to be waterfalls that are coming into it, and it's just a pure mountain water. In the center of that is a large crystal shooting up, actually going so high it goes into the ceiling of the cavern and goes up above. All around you see there are different homes, different dwellings. Not anything as ornate as what you are used to in Durnholm or what you guys would have known from being in Durnholm. Much more common dwellings. You see many of the other Earth Genasi, the Earthborn, walking around. It seems to be very much a warrior culture from what you can tell, since everyone is armed, everyone looks suspicious. There's no merrymaking really being had in the area. Everything seems fairly uniform. He leads you through this to a large stone structure, and in there you see 5 people sitting around, 5 Genasi. And he says, "Council, I have found one of the fire kindled. It is as legend has said. We thought they were extinct, but they are not. They are a vicious and violent people. There is no question of this." And an older man looks at you, Hibonite, and says, "Tell me, son, where is it you hail from?"
I hail from the mountain that my people have always lived on. My father made contact with your tribe during his pilgrimage years ago. You shouldn't think we're extinct.
We have had no contact with the fire kindled.
How long have you ever, since you last had contact with my people?
Since the Great War.
Just for Ryan, Alex, how long ago was that?
You don't know, because you don't know what they're talking about.
Okay. I was told by my father, the leader of the fire kindled Obsidian, to seek out our sister tribes, to gain knowledge and to increase and to strengthen our relationships as we always had in the past. I know my crimes have been committed, and I'm going to drop to my knees, bow my head to the floor. I accept my fate. I only wish for it to not taint my clan. We are not violent people. We are merry, we are joyous, and we enjoy life, and all we seek is the happiness of all. My actions are unforgivable, and I will accept the fate of Earth.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
16. Could be a lot better.
The old man nods his head, says, "You do seem genuine in what you say, though I do not know this Obsidian you speak of. When was it that he was here?"
He would have come during his pilgrimage, so that would be... I'm trying to remember his age now. 30, 40 years ago?
And they all kind of look at each other and laugh. No, not for many generations.
Have you had any contact with our other sister tribes?
No. Until you walked in, we thought we were the last.
I bring some news. Our sisters of the air are not dead. They have a city and a different border. I met one of them on our travels. My companions can attest to this. She absolutely loved me.
She had a certain repertoire with you, yes.
And they all kind of, they look at you, Zalara,
That's the wrong
and
word.
then just very dismissively, their eyes are all super cold, and they just kind of dismissively pretend like you didn't say anything, and then look back to Hibonite.
Arte.
So you accept your fate of Earth.
I accept my fate of Earth. I simply ask for one rest before our
You will
fun.
have it.
I would rather not to the death. I accept my death if it is needed to. I will not kill your man.
You would take his honor away?
I will take his honor. I will give him his life. There has been enough death in this situation already. One more death should not be added to the count.
Yes. Well, we will think on that. You will sit with us, and we will discuss many things. Tam, and he motions to the soldier who led you all, will set up accommodations for these other things. And tomorrow...
Thank you for your generosity to my companion.
Yes, of course. And we'll call the episode there.
Those guys are a bunch of dicks.
Thanks for listening to episode 55 of Beholder's Eye, good guys. I hope you all had as much fun with this episode as we did. I know I'm personally really enjoying the storyline because I have genuinely no idea where it's going. The characters are acting different. I'm along for the ride, and it's a blast. Big news, we are launching our Patreon today. We have some awesome stuff for you guys, including original miniatures from the show, original artwork, and if we hit our first goal, we will finally release a map of the Great Isle. I know a lot of you have been asking for it, so you want to see it, this is the way to do it. Sign up today, get cool shit. The link is on our website, beholdersicast.com, or Twitter, beholdersipod, and all the other social stuff out there. So check it out, sign up. If you enjoy what we do, please leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. That's the biggest market for podcasts, especially for the little guys like us. The more reviews we get, the more visibility we get, and the more cool shit we can do. So please help us out. Thanks to everyone who has so far. You can follow Ryan, who plays Hibonite, at DuffDuff3rd, Ben, who plays Garen, at Miro4D2, Kim, who plays Lara, at Metzgirl, and Sam, who plays Margraine, at Samslot007. Thanks, and we'll see you next week. Editing performed by Sam Canary. Music and effects editing by Benjamin Floyd. All music by INCOMPETECH. Lost Time, Air Prelude, Ritual, Oppressive Gloom, Ossuary 5, Rest, Unseen Horrors, Satiate Strings, Ossuary 6, Air, Curse of the Scarab, and Our Journey Begins, all by Kevin MacLeod, INCOMPETECH.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 licenses. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0. Also in effect by Zapsplat.com. Please check the show notes for further details.